fuck are you doing in my room, bro? You in my business? I feel like you in my business. What's good, YouTube? Listen, Magic Mason coming at you with a story time because I don't really got nothing better to do. I'm gonna give you a little story time about how I left Kansas City one day and just started a new life. So to give you a little backstory on where I'm from exactly, I was born in San Diego, California. I was living there for about 3 years. My mom was stationed in the military whenever... Oh, I just dropped my phone. My mom was stationed in the Navy whenever she had me. Don't know how she ended up out there, but all of my family is from Kansas City, Missouri. If you don't know where Kansas City, Missouri is, look it up. I don't really know what to tell you, because every time I say Kansas City, y'all be like, oh, you was with Dorothy and them. I'm not from Kansas, bro. Get it together. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. You know, I grew up here, and all of my life, the only thing I really knew was Kansas City and Macon, Georgia. It's a little small town, and I used to visit all the time when I was a kid. Like, I would do traveling, like, with my mom and my stepdad and stuff. We would go on a whole bunch of road trips, but I never traveled by myself. So that's kind of what I wanted to do. So basically, I'm sitting in the rink one day, bro. Like, I'm bored out of my mind because the music is just not doing it for me no more. Like, the vibes is not doing it for me no more. I was getting into it with people. The relationships had been tarnished. I just wasn't having a good time in the city no more. Yeah, like a lot of people, I felt like a lot of people were in competition, and the vibes were just not good, bro, like overall. So I'm like, okay, I met somebody online. They just so happened to live in Cleveland, Ohio. And she ended up telling me about this skating event coming up. It's called Icy Hot in Columbus, Ohio. So she ended up staying about 2 hours away from the actual event, which was very convenient for me. After talking for a couple of more weeks and stuff like that, she kind of suggested that I should, you know, come out there and have a little getaway at her crib for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck it. I'm about to, hey, what? Little vacation, give me you know what I'm saying? Give me some money real quick. Give me some gas money. Give me some food money. You know, everything I need. Get my clothes together. All of that, bro. Like, I was ready to go. I was ready to bounce. But a day before I left, bro, I was so anxious. Like, hold on, first of all, my lips are dry as fuck. Hold on. The day before I even ended up leaving, I had probably like a couple anxiety attacks, because I'm just like, I've never driven anywhere that far before, because the drive was 11 and a half hours or so from here. Yeah, I'm really nervous. I'm not really sure if my little Ford Fusion that I bought off of a lot for $7,000 was gonna get me from, you know, here to there. But I mean, it did. I just was real scared and real nervous about that. But got my clothes together, packed everything up for, you know, a little bit, and I ended up having to leave my dog behind. I left her with my friends and stuff like that, but that didn't end up working out, because obviously I stayed out of town for a whole year. So yeah, it's time to go. It's the day of, and I'm really nervous, but I kind of just say fuck it. Like, that's really that's really all I do, bro. I just say fuck it, and I just do some shit. And that really be turning into the most beautiful moments and the most beautiful experiences of my life, and the best lessons learned. So, yeah, like, I ended up leaving. It was around 7 o'clock, and I ended up leaving around that time because I didn't have no tags on my car. Well, yeah, I didn't have no tags on my car. I wouldn't even lie to you. I was dealing with somebody, and she ripped the tags off my car. So it was a mess. And the week before that, I lost my ID and didn't have my birth certificate or my social security card. So I kind of was just riding dirty as fuck, like, with nothing. Like, that's crazy as hell now that I think about it. I don't know how I got from Kansas City, Missouri to Cleveland, Ohio without getting pulled over. So, you know, the day of, you know, I leave, it's dark, and I leave for that reason, because I don't want to get pulled over or them to see that I don't have no tags. So, as I'm driving though, it's getting a little cold. You know what I'm saying? It's damn near still the middle of the winter, even though it's February. It's kind of weird. The Midwest just be doing too much sometimes. But yeah, so I'm riding. It's dark. I can't really see the black ice. Obviously, you can't see black ice, but they said it was something on the ground, and I was starting to like slide a little bit, but that didn't like trip me out for real. So I'm still going, and I'm about an hour and a half to 2 hours in, and it's getting kind of bad. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I start drifting a lot. I start like turning and losing control of my wheel, but I'm really a NASCAR driver, so I wasn't too worried about that because I knew I had control over the fucking vehicle the whole time. So I'm nervous as hell at this point. I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous as fuck. And I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, like, you too far in, bro. Like, you just gotta keep going. And so I do a couple of more hours and here comes the snow, bro. Like, the snow, I'm talking about full-blown blizzard, my nigga. Like, we not on no normal shit. This ain't normal Midwest weather. I can't even talk, bro. That shit blew me so bad. But yeah, so it's snowing so bad, bro. Like, the ground is no longer like the ground because it's so dark, bro. I'm telling you, it's so dark, bro. I couldn't even see 2 feet in front of me. Like, I ended up getting behind a tow truck and having to use his lights to see where the fuck I was going, because I didn't know if I was going to drive into a ditch and be donezo, and ain't nobody coming out here to help me, nigga. Yeah, I luckily that tow truck was there and I was riding behind him for about an hour or two, but at a certain point he stopped at the gas station, and thank God, because I had to pee, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't drinking nothing the whole time, because if I drink something, and anybody that rode with me on a damn road trip to Atlanta, bro, you know that I be having to pee every 8 to 10 minutes because my bladder is weak as fuck. We stop at the gas station, and I'm telling him, I'm like, hey man, I'm not even following you, dude. I just can't see, bro. Like, I'm scared. He's like, I don't give a fuck. It was some white man. He just like, whatever. So I'm like, cool. You don't think I'm weird? We can, I waited for him to get his gas and shit like that, and I just tagged along behind him, bro. We ended up splitting off at a certain point, and thank God it was when more lights came, because bro, it was so dark for like 3 hours, bro. There was no street lights. Like, how do y'all do that, bro? That shit was scary as fuck. For real though, like, I said the ride was 11 and a half hours, but I was going so slow and being so careful that I was going 30 miles an hour damn near the whole time. So it took me 15 hours to get there. So for 15 hours, I'm not sleeping, I'm not drinking, I'm not eating. I'm just trying to survive at this point, like hoping and praying to God that I can get from point A to point B. I was so sleepy that I'm sitting here slapping myself awake, like real life, and having to call people to keep me awake. Like, that shit was so bad, and I don't think I'll ever want to do that again, bro. Like, hey, bro, that was horrible, but it was worth it. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that journey was worth the year of me being gone, bro, because that started something so fucking new. Basically, I get there and the sun is starting to come up at this point. Like, I left when the sun was going down. Now I'm, the sun finally fucking rising, and I still got 4 hours left. So I'm drifting behind semi trucks and around them, and it's just too much going on. But I thugged it out, bro. Like, I really did that in the middle of a fucking blizzard, like full blown winter storm. So I'm making it. I made it to Cleveland, and I get there probably like around 11, and I did not go to sleep that day. Like, why didn't I go to sleep, bro? I'm off for no sleep, and we, going to get the alcohol, going to get the food and stuff like that for the weekend, so we can prepare to have a good time. We get there, and we having a good time. We having a real good time. Like, I definitely had an anxiety attack on the wall at one of these nights, because it was just too much going on. But at that same night, I did something that made me go so fucking viral. Like, this shit was insane. So, really, the scariest shit be the best shit. Like, I'm telling you, bro, because I've never been around that many people in my life. So, it was just like, it was too much for me. On the last night, bro, they broke into my friend's car, and the rest of my money to get home and to eat was in the car. I don't know why the fuck I did this, but I wasn't finna bring it in there with all them people in there, but I didn't think nobody was gonna break into the car with I'm stupid as fuck, because I clearly ain't never been nowhere by myself. So anyway, at this point I'm pissed off. It ain't nothing too crazy though, because I could DoorDash to get the money back. As I'm DoorDashing, my car starts fucking up. I'm just like, all right, that's cool. That was my sign though. That was my second sign. I don't know if me getting my money stolen was a sign necessarily, but my car not working for real was a sign to just stay where I was at, because I wasn't having a good time in Kansas City. There was nothing really for me except for my dog For real, for real. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot going on. So I wasn't really talking to nobody, vibing with nobody. I just wanted to disappear. And that I did. So, you know, I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to get my car fixed. I ended up getting it fixed. And at that point, I'm just like, you know, I'm here. I'm living here. Like, it ain't no going back. So the person that I was supposed to spend 3 weeks with, I spent 3 months with. You know, eventually she wanted her own space back, which was fine. So I was going to go to Columbus and live in Columbus and rent out something in Columbus. Don't know how, with no paperwork, no nothing, no what the fuck. Like, I just be doing shit, bro. So I made an announcement on my skate page saying that, you know, I'm a be leaving Cleveland soon. And somebody that, you know, seen one of my videos, he was like, hey, like, you know, you can stay at my place for a while, you know, till you get on your feet, stuff like that. Like, and that was me. That was the point where I felt like Cleveland was home. Like, I really felt like Cleveland was home for me. That was kind of the midway point of me being there. And then after that, I just really took off with learning how to do Cleveland freestyle, which is a style of skating that, you know, originated in Cleveland, Ohio. And I ain't gonna lie, I fell in love with it in the first night that I seen it in Columbus, Ohio. Like, it's niggas jumping and twirling and shit all in the air. I'm like, what the fuck? I want to do that. The sound of the wheels hitting the wood, like, that shit's insane to me, bro. Like, that shit's crack. After that, I felt like Cleveland had become, you know, my family. And also Cincinnati and Dayton and Columbus. Like, there were people that I had met all throughout Ohio that just, you know, made me feel like that was my second home, my third home, whatever you want to say. But yeah, I would move back to Cleveland. I would definitely move back to Cleveland whenever I get my shit together all the way. Then after that, damn, I lived in 2 different cities in the last year, bro. Like, I went from Cleveland to Houston. And how that happened was, I was ready to go to Houston with somebody, and that's a whole different story within itself that I probably won't even do a story time on, because that's just doing too much. And it was just too much going on in that time, bro. So I ended up going because there was a skate party in Atlanta. So we met in Atlanta. She came from Houston and went to Atlanta. I came from Cleveland and went to Atlanta. We met up at the skate party, and she took me to Houston from there. And that was just, that was 5 months of hell. Not going to lie. Like, that was probably the worst time I'd had in my whole entire life. But I learned a lot from that, and I still had a little bit of fun in that. Not too much, but enough to keep me going. But yeah, after that didn't work out, bro, I got my black ass back on that Greyhound for 17 hours. Soon as I got to Kansas City, went to the damn DMV, got my ID, got my social. I think I had it before I came here, but I got my documents. I got what the fuck I needed. Grabbed a job in 3 days. Worked my ass off, and I couldn't even breathe in the facility that I was in. Like, it was affecting my health so bad, but I didn't want to leave because I'm like, bro, I'm grinding for some shit. Like, I need this shit, bro. But it ended up sending me to the ER, and I just, for health reasons, I had to leave that department. And then after that, bro, it was just really downhill from there. Like, the job just wasn't it no more. I felt like a robot, and then I had surgery, and it set me back so much mentally and physically that I just kind of gave up and self-sabotaged myself to where they would fire me. Because I didn't want to quit, bro. I'm not going to lie. I didn't want to quit, but shit, it ended up happening how it happened. Like, me, I'm not a 9-to-5 type of bitch. Like, I will do it because I know I need the money and it's guaranteed and shit like that. But, like, under my skin, bro, I'm an entertainer. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businesswoman. Like, I want to be the CEO of some shit because I am the CEO, bitch. Big CEO in this bitch. Magic Mason, bro. And you see the name everywhere. If I'm not doing videography, I'm doing photography. Nigga, if I'm not doing photography, I'm editing. If I'm not doing nothing, I'm doing all 3 at the same time. If I'm not doing none of that, I'm dancing, I'm drawing, I'm skating, I'm singing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just know I got the power to do whatever the fuck I want to do whenever the fuck I want to do it. And be able to profit off this shit too, like, big time. Because I'm really special. I'm really a special ass person, bro. And I'm really a magician. I be trying to tell motherfuckers I'm really a magician, bro. But that's beside the point. Hey, that's how I left Kansas City, and I just started a new life, bro. Made a whole new name for myself. I started calling myself Mason. It's my last name. My first name is Sine. Like, everybody in Kansas City knows me as Sine. But yeah, Mason's my last name. I kind of go by it because motherfuckers just don't know how to say my name in the first place. So I just avoid the headache and just say, call me Mason. But yeah, bro. I love y'all niggas because y'all made it this far. Y'all been watching me. Y'all been listening to me ramble this whole time. I love you. Oh my God. Hey, you gay. You gay, chill. You got me blushing and shit. But nah, bro. Hey, that's the end of the story time. If y'all want more story times, man, like the video, subscribe, comment, all that. If you like magic, you came to the right place. I'm gone.